Today. The topic is the limited resource farmers, and we're fortunate to have with us Dr. RBullock and Mr. Michael McLendon. And of course, gentlemen, before we had our first commercial break, I think, Mr. McLendon, we promised you that we'd give you an opportunity especially to talk about a new program that you have at Tennessee State University dealing with the computer and online activities. And of course, I think that program also plays a very, very important part of Dr. Bullock's overall program. Let's talk about that program for a minute or two.
Thank you, Dr. Haney. We just finished constructing the Agricultural Information Technology Center, the AITC Center. Now, what this center is to do, it was built by not only the Cooperative Extension Program, but also by the Institute of Agriculture and Environmental Research, and also the School of Agriculture. But right now it's mainly staffed by our program. It is to promote programs such as Dr. Bullock's program and to provide an avenue for people who may not be able to come to the expo or who may not be able to come to the different workshops that Dr. Bullock and his staff are doing. They can see those things online. It also provides video conferencing. You can get CDs or DVDs duplicated at our center, and it's quite a phenomenal building, and we hope a lot of people come and visit it. Janelle Sargent, who is not here today, she is the director. She's an associate professor of distance education. She directs the center, and I'm the media specialist there, and it's really, we're excited about it. It's something new for Tennessee State University, something new for our program, and it's something that we're really excited about having.
And of course, I think Dr. Bullock, he indicated that that program, that activity sort of plays into your program. Why don't you give our audience some idea of the real challenges that face the so-called limited resource farmers today?
I think, Dr. Haney, again, appreciate being here. My administrator, Dr. Clyde Chester, and my associate administrator, Dr. Latif Lagari, we all agree that one of the most difficult challenges that we have is to be able to develop markets for small farmers. They're experienced, they can grow the crop. But one of the most difficult things is to be able to get it in such a bulk that we can compete with the very large farmers to get these nice, fresh fruits and vegetables into the marketplace. So marketing is the #1 challenge for small and limited resource farmers. Another thing that we're seeing is that most of our male farmers are phasing out, and we're getting an influx of more women into agriculture. And this is one area that we have focused a lot of education into and programs for women for agriculture. So the challenge is to be able to replenish that pool of small farmers as the population gets older, and also to build a market. We have in staff, Dr. Haney, we have in staff various specialists. We do have a small ruminant specialist, Dr. Ann Peischel, who covers the goat program statewide, and you know Tennessee is #2 for goat production,
in the state of
the country. We also have an forestry specialist, Dr. Idasi, who is developing projects like the mushrooms, niche crops, the hybrid walnut, and various other areas that related to small farmers. We have also Richard Winston, who covers the small community program, and Finance Treblin, that handles our management of farm and demonstrations in the county. So we have a challenge ahead of us. It's not something that we will overcome within one day, but we have a lot of, the Tennessee Department of Agriculture is behind this program. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is behind this program. Our Governor Phil Bredesen, is behind this program. As a matter of fact, the 3rd week of July of each year, he is dedicated to the Small Farmers Week in association with the continuation of the Small Farm Expo, Small Farmer Recognition program. We, as I mentioned, we had our first Small Farm Expo, Small Farmer Recognition in 2004. Then we had a second Small Farm Expo, Small Farmer Recognition in 2005. And August 3rd, and I want the general population to put this date down, August 3rd of 2006 at the Cheatham County Extension Farm, we'll have our fourth small farm expo, small farmer recognition. The governor would be there.
Very good.
The Commissioner of Agriculture, the mayor of Cheatham County, our president, Dr. Melvin Johnson, has been invited. So we're making the decision makers aware of what's going on here at Tennessee State, because this is not a one-man team. It's not Roy Bullock's team, but it's a group team together. So we're moving forward very strongly, and we've had made quite a bit of inroads, but we still have quite a bit of way to go.
Now, Mr. McClendon, I would imagine that it would be this kind of activity that your media operation would be involved in, and you would be able to, with the new facilities that why don't you talk about what you can do with what they're going to do with the facilities that you have?
Well, there are quite a few things we'll do with the Small Farms Expo and Recognition Program. Over the past years, what we've done is go to the various farmers. Well, this past year, we've gone to their farms and actually developed a small package on those farmers to help them promote their entity, as well as the people who come to the expo get a chance to see what their operation is doing that makes it one that should be recognized on the state level. This year, we will have the capabilities of broadcasting the program from the farm so that people who want to see it can actually watch it via the internet. So it'll be broadband streaming internet. That's going to be possible because we purchased a new vehicle. It's our mobile internet satellite platform. So we will be able to broadcast the things that go on various sites. We'll be able to take that vehicle to other activities as well, like the Sun Belt Expo, which will be held in Georgia, and show other people the activities that we have, like the Small Farm Expo. So we're excited about that because it opens our activities up to new audiences. People who may be incapacitated or things of that nature, they can find out what's going on with the Cooperative Extension Program, and people who can't travel so far to our expo, they can watch it via the internet, and they can find out what these farmers are doing and hopefully come and actually attend at some other time.
And so in a real sense, over the last 30 seconds we have before our next commercial break, Mr. McClendon, this whole media operation at Tennessee State University not only continues what Tennessee State University has done in terms of making the internet a useful tool, but it has expanded the possibilities of dealing with limited resource and small farmers. Is that what we're saying here?
That is exactly what we're saying.
That this is really a new kind of exploration that you're doing now.
Yes, sir.
And of course, let us take this second commercial break, after which we'll come back and we'll talk about some additional things. And we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break. We're talking to